What is up, awesome people of the internet? Guys, we have a very fun game that we are walking and talking through today. And it involves the Indiana Fever versus the Atlanta Dream. Two teams that have added some serious talent to their rosters and two teams who are looking to make some noise in 2025. And I personally am excited to see both of these teams play, to see what they can do against each other a little bit closer to the start of the regular season. The regular season is about to start. It is about to be here before we know it. And I, for one, am crazy excited about it. So we are going to be doing a watch and talk. We're going to be going through this game and just talking through the head what happens, okay? This is about to be a fun one. So I hope y'all are excited and engaged with this game. It should be really fun. So, yeah, I'm excited. I hope y'all are as well as we get into this game. Lots of new changes throughout as we head into the season. And we have a different starting lineup today that I want to talk about. Sophie Cunningham has been inserted in the starting lineup for the Indiana Fever. Now, this is just something that, Stephanie White wants to try out, right? You, of course, have a player like a DeWanna Bonner who is, a great small forward. But every now and then you should just try something out. It's the regular season is almost here. We're still in preseason. You might as well just see how things work. And if you don't like it, you could change it as we go. So Sophie Cunningham is in the starting lineup for the Indiana Fever. So that is something to note, okay? But actually, let me pull up the graphic. Let me pull up the graphic, guys. And thank you so much for rocking with me, guys. I know I was not live this morning, but we are live now, okay? So here is your first look at the starting lineup for the Indiana Fever. We have Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Sophie Cunningham, Natasha Howard, and Aaliyah Boston. And for the Atlanta Dream, we got Ryan Howard, Alicia Gray, Shatori Walker-Kimbrough, Brianna Jones, and Brittany Griner. Now, again, as I said before in one of my preseason videos, I was talking about this game, and I was talking about how I really felt like it was going to be a question mark between with Brianna Jones and Brittany Griner. How exactly do they work together? And yes, the Indiana Fever did have a preseason game that happened earlier. I did not watch the full of that preseason game. I pretty much focused on looking at some of the highlights, but I didn't see that full game. And so I'm excited to ultimately see what Carl Smesco and company can do. All right. We have just hit tip-off. Ryan Howard with the basketball. She gets it to Brittany Griner. Griner guarded by Natasha Howard. Gets it to Brianna Jones. Jones to Alicia Gray. Give and go. Brianna Jones hits the front of the rim. Indiana ball. Let's see what the Fever can do. All right, she gets it to Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey has Brittany Griner on her. Gets it to Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah backing down Brianna Jones. Aaliyah with the little hook. Misses. Gets her own rebound. No, passes out to Sophie Cunningham. Sophie to Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell hits the front of the rim. Rebound goes to the Atlanta Dream. We'll see how it goes. Missed shot. Caitlin misses the 3-point shot. Brittany Griner goes for the 3-point basket. Y'all, Brittany Griner, this is something that she is looking forward to doing as the season goes on. She's looking for that 3-point shot. Yeah, you just get prepared. Just get prepared to see her do her thing. All right, Natasha Howard makes the bucket for the Fever. All right, on my end, it's saying 3 Atlanta, 2 Indiana. Steal for Fever. Caitlin with the basketball. Caitlin goes inside, stops, ends up traveling. It is a turnover. It is Atlanta Dream basketball. But y'all, Brittany Griner, she's gonna be knocking down those threes, okay? That is something that we will see as the year goes on. We will see BG be less of that post first player and more of that 3-point assassin. I say that with a lot of jest. All right, Brianna Jones gets the ball in the post. She backs down. Aaliyah Boston misses the shot on the front iron. Ball goes out of bounds. It is Fever basketball. Oh, Sherry Walker Kimbrough gets a 3-point shot. Okay. I'm enjoying this. Kelsey Mitchell with the basketball. Kelsey probes inside. Kelsey Mitchell easily gets the layup to go. All right, 4-6. Shatori passes it to Brianna Jones. Jones. Missed shot by Nia Coffey. Rebound Fever. Aaliyah Boston with the basketball. Passes up to Sophie Cunningham. Cunningham guarded by Nia Coffey. She gets it to Natasha Howard. Natasha Howard tries to make a move. Misses the shot. Rebound goes to the Atlanta Dream. Alicia Gray with the basketball. Gray goes for the 3. Gray grazes the front end of the iron. Rebound goes to Sophie Cunningham. Sophie with the basketball. Passes inside to Natasha Howard. Natasha Howard, ball goes in and out, but I'm sorry, that was Leah Boston. Looks like there is a foul on that call. AB at the free throw line. Misses her first free throw. Okay, there's a lid on the rim. Man, a lot of missed shots so far. DeAndrea says it doesn't work on my WNBA app. I have League Pass. Well, are you in Georgia? If you are in range of Peachtree TV, which is where this game is being aired at locally in Atlanta, if you are near there, that's why it doesn't work on your WNBA app. If you're not in there, from there, I don't actually know why it's not working for you. All right. Caitlin goes downhill, makes the layup pretty easily. All right, Ryan Howard with the basketball. Ryan gets the screen. Oh, Tina Powell's in the game. Okay. Ryan Howard with the basketball. She was trying to throw it back out to Hina, but it is a foul on the floor. All right, Ryan Howard with the basketball. Ryan goes for the 3. Misses. Rebound, Caitlin. She passes inside, and there's a foul on Brianna Jones. And she's like, what? That's not a foul. That was a foul, Brianna. That was a foul, girl. That was a foul. It's okay, though. All right. Caitlin with the basketball. Goes for the three. Hits the back end of the iron, rebound. Shatori tries to go to the rim. She gets fouled. Looks like they are not allowing continuation on that. Yeah, I like the aggression from Shatori Rock-Kimbrough. I like it. All right, Tina Pow with the basketball. Tahina gets to the rim and makes the basket. Tahina Pow. Okay, girl. You better do your thing. You better do your thing. Tina Pow was guarded by Caitlin, and she just easily took her off the dribble. Got to the rim, and was like, yeah, I'm going to get fouled, and I'm going to make this shot. Boom. Good shot. Good job by Tina, and she does make her free throws. All right. For some reason, League Pass isn't working on my computer, so I have to watch it on my phone, which is kind of annoying. But anyway, it's a small screen, very, very small screen to see what's happening. All right, Aaliyah Boston with the basketball. Turn around. Jumper missed the shot, but she gets fouled. Looks like that was on Nia Coffey. All right. Aaliyah Boston at the free throw line. Ready for 2 shots. AB makes her first free throw. Ryan Howard's taking off her jewelry. AB makes her second free throw. And now we have Tahina running point for the Atlanta Dream. Tahina to Shatori Walker-Kimbrough. She gets to the Nia Coffey. Nia Coffey with the mid-range misses. Rebound goes to Aaliyah Boston. Caitlin with the basketball. Caitlin gets the screen. Oh, fire pass. Passes down low to Lexi Hole, who gets her shot blocked. But that was a fantastic pass. Whoa. That was a wild pass. Wow. Yeah, that was a great pass to Lexi Hole, but Tahina Pow was like, yeah, I'm about to block your shot. Yeah, I'm about to block your shot. No problem. Man. All right. We have started preseason play. In this game, we are in the first quarter. We have 4 minutes and 41 seconds left to go in the first quarter. We are tied up 9-9. Okay, 9-9. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me. Thank you for your support. Really do appreciate it. It's Mo says, I'm watching on my laptop. If you have a computer, try that. Let's see. All right, Wrath is watching on their computer as well. Okay. Thank DW says, Pow has been meeting the moment. So proud of her. I mean, she is meeting the moment right now. And we'll see how she continues to play today. Yeah. Yeah, I think Tina's making the roster. Here's the deal. If you have a borderline player who's getting significant minutes in the first quarter, I say it's not a guarantee that they make the roster, but it's looking pretty good. And she's playing well. So, yeah. Yeah, I do think that I do think Tina will make this team. Yeah, I do. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I'm curious. Tulip, if you want to. Yeah, I know YouTube has this weird thing about links where sometimes it doesn't show, like sometimes they remove links. So try to post it. I mean, I don't mind. If for some reason it goes away, that's YouTube's ban against links. So yeah, YouTube does delete stuff that has links in it. So, but go for it. Go for it. I have no problem with it. I have no problem with it. Okay, we are back. We're back in this. Oh, Lexi passes down low to Aaliyah Boston, who gets the layup to go. I like that. Okay. Tina Pow with the basketball. Now she's guarded by Lexi Hull. Tina Pow easily gets to the rim again, and Tahina Pow. You better do your thing, girl. Wow, that was nice. All right, Caitlin with the basketball. Almost got it turned over. Gets to Lexi Hull. Lexi Hull back to Caitlin. Caitlin. Ooh, nice pass. Perfectly weighted pass from Caitlin to Aaliyah Boston, and AB makes the bucket and gets the foul. I like that. I like it. 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 Yeah, Tahina's looking pretty good. I'm just like, she's looking pretty good. AB misses the free throw. Tahina with the basketball. Gets it to Alicia Gray. Gray off the screen. Passes off to, was that Shatori? Bree Jones to Ryan Howard. Back to Bree Jones. Bree Jones for a three. Bree Jones with the 3-point bucket. I like it. I like it. I like it. Here's the thing. I'm always a fan if a big makes a 3-point bucket. Now, if they get too happy with that shot and start missing a whole bunch, then I got a problem. But yeah. We all know that Carl Semesco does like the three. Okay? We all know that. Thanks so much, Donald. Really do appreciate your support for being a channel member. Salute to you. Salute to you. All right. Tahina gets to the rim, gets it to Bree Jones. Bree Jones passes out to Maya Caldwell for the three. She misses. Dewana Bonner almost got the ball turned over. She gets it to Natasha Howard, who misses the shot. Rebound, Atlanta. Okay, Alicia Gray to Tina Pow. Pow cross court to Maya Caldwell. Maya Caldwell's wide open. She goes for the three. She misses. Caitlin with the basketball. Caitlin goes for the long three. Caitlin Clark, of course. 3-point bucket for Caitlin. All right. Indiana with the lead for a moment. Alicia Gray to Bree Jones to Ryan Howard. Misses a 3-point shot. Maya Caldwell gets the rebound. Alicia goes for a 3-point shot. Lots of misses in this game. There's a lot of misses. A whole lot. A whole lot. There is a huge obsession with a three. And we're going to continue to see this, all right? As the year goes on, as the regular season actually happens, we're going to see a crazy amount of threes every single game. I'm telling you. Just get prepared. It's going to be like the NBA. All right, Maya Caldwell with the basketball. Gets it stripped. Really good defense by Lexi Hull. All right, Sid Colson. Gets it in the corner to Kelsey Mitchell, who misses a three. AA says, "Are you going to the game?" I mean the Fever and the Fever in Indiana. No, and Chicago's game later is actually at Minnesota, so I won't be going to that game, but I will be covering that game. All right. All right, Dewana Bonner with the basketball, pump fake. Gets it on the deck, misses the shot. Rebound goes to Ryan Howard. I mean, not Ryan Howard. Natasha Howard, she was fouled on her putback attempt, and she's going to head to the line for 2 shots. Oh, thank you so much, Charles 19. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Shamika says, what's the live time on your side? Well, Natasha Howard's at the free throw line. It's 2 minutes and 3 seconds in the first quarter. That's what I have. Now, that's a bit behind. My phone is a bit behind from what the actual score is, so that's something to note. CAC says, I feel like Sydney Colson could be a starting point guard in the W. I disagree with you on that. I really like Sydney Colson. I think she's a great player. I think she's a backup point guard. I don't think she's a starting point guard on any team in the W. And I don't mean that as an insult. I just mean that as just a thing. I just don't see it. I don't. All right, Ryan Howard with the basketball. Ooh. Nice move by Alicia Gray, who I spy with my little eye is wearing those pink A1 shoes. All right, Alicia Gray was fouled on that shot attempt. That was a foul on Lexi Hull, and Alicia Gray is going to head to the line for 2 shots. Maddox says, who you got in WNBA Finals? I know it's early. I don't know, to be honest with you. It depends on who can stay healthy. The team that can stay healthy, the teams that can stay healthy will make it far. I don't know what teams that'll be. Alicia makes both her free throws. Ooh, quick pass from Sydney Colson to Bree Turner. Okay. That was a example of don't be slow getting back on defense, because Sydney Colson was like flick, boom, straight to Bree Turner for the easy shot. You gotta always play some defense, okay? Always play some defense. A turnover for the Atlanta Dream. That is an offensive foul on Ryan Howard. All right, DeWanna Bonner tries to pass it back out to Lexi Hull, but miscommunication. Turnover for the Indiana Fever. A little sloppy play for both teams right here. We'll see how it cleans up as the day goes on. All right, Alicia Gray for the 3-point shot. She misses. Rebound goes to Nia Coffey. She tries to pass it out to Ryan Howard. Ball was knocked out of bounds by Lexi Hull. It is staying with the Atlanta Dream. Maddox says, I got New York Liberty versus Fever in the finals. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if that's the case. I wouldn't be shocked. Ryan Howard with the basketball. Time is winding down. She has to chuck up the long 3-point shot. She misses. Rebound goes to Lexi Hull. Lexi to Sydney Colson. To Brianna Turner. To DeWanna Bonner. Bonner. Another turnover, miscommunication by DeWanna Bonner. Atlanta Dream with the basketball. And they turn it over to traveling by Alicia Gray. Wow. So many turnovers by both teams. It's just sloppy basketball all around. And a lot of chucking up threes. A whole lot of chucking up threes. Okay? Anyway. Sydney Colson misses the 3-point shot. DeWanna Bonner gets the rebound. The long rebound, I should say. Bonner, guarded by Ryan Howard. DeWanna gets it to Natasha Howard. To Sophie Cunningham. Sophie inside the lane, misses, airball, everything. Rebound, Atlanta. And once again, another turnover. Horrible basketball we are seeing in front of our eyes. And DeWanna Bonner tries to capitalize, goes for the layup, gets fouled. She's going to head to the line for 2 shots. But OMGs. Is anybody looking at this game? Like, what in the world? These teams are playing so sloppy, so much miscommunication, so many terrible plays that are just getting blown up. I don't know if it's because of defense, or it's probably not because of defense. It's probably just people not paying attention, or new plays trying to get used to it. Again, guys, remember, there's a lot of new players. Both of these teams have brand new coaches. Both of these teams have a lot of new players. Okay, that's a lot to work with. It's a whole lot to work with. Come on, man. All right. Tina Pow with the basketball. Get to the Shorty Walker-Kimbrough. Ball eventually goes to, what was that, Haley Jones who airballed that shot? That wasn't Haley Jones, was it? No, that was Nas Hillman. Well, that was interesting. That was an interesting first half. 21 Indiana Fever, 16 Atlanta Dream. Yes, the Fever are ahead, but I mean, I think everybody's played pretty sloppy and pretty terrible so far today to start this game. It's been very, very interesting, that's for sure. Very, very interesting. All right, in that first half, let's take a look at the stats. In that first half, Atlanta shot 26% from the field. The Indiana Fever shot 38%. Indiana was 1 of 5 from the 3. Atlanta was 3 of 13. We will expect to continue to see these crazy amount of 3-point shots. Turnovers, 6 turnovers for Atlanta, 5 turnovers for the Fever. Like, man, very, very sloppy play, but hey, we'll see how this game continues to go. We will see. Now, guys, I do have to, let me try to fix something with my setup real quick. So I will be right back in a hot second. I'll be right back in a hot second. I'm going to keep my mic on, but I'm going to step away for a bit. Gotta fix something. Talking about Diana Taurasi on WNBA League Pass right now. And how she was as a player. All right. Looks like we're back. Here we go. We're back. Oh, man, I was way behind. OMG, guys. I was watching this game on my phone using I was using the app, and I just got on YouTube to watch League Pass on YouTube, and I was way behind. Okay, so now I'm caught up, I guess. All right, we are in the second quarter. Wow, I think this is crazy how far off I was. Wow. Well, I missed quite a bit. Caitlin knocking down the 3-point shot, passes inside to Lexi Hull, get to easy. Or I'm sorry, Lexi Hull, Sophie Cunningham. I'm gonna get Sophie and Lexi probably confused throughout this year probably. Oh, okay. Oh, wow, that was a nice pass. It was Caitlin to Brianna Turner, but Brianna Turner couldn't handle that pass. Ended up traveling. Turnover for the Indiana Fever. It is Atlanta Dream basketball. The score is 26 Indiana, 16 Atlanta Dream. We got 8 minutes and 32 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Tina Powell with the basketball. She's guarded by Caitlin. She gets a screen by Ryan Howard, now guarded by Sophie Cunningham. She gets the ball to Ryan Howard. Ryan goes for the mid-range jumper. She misses. She gets fouled. Caitlin's like, what? That wasn't a foul. But foul nonetheless. Foul nonetheless. All right, Ryan Howard to the free throw line. All right, Ryan makes the free throw. All right, Sophie Cunningham. Sydney Colson with the basketball, running the point for the Fever. Sydney off the screen. She tries to get it inside to Aaliyah Boston, who was fouled. Ball out of bounds. It still is with Indiana. All right, Sydney Colson once again with the basketball. She tries to go inside again. Nah, come on. Come on. you have to stop switching. Pow. That is okay. So what Indiana just did, they ran the same play like twice where the player where Aaliyah Boston would set the screen and her it would be a switch and you'd have a smaller guard on Aaliyah Boston. This time they did not do that. Aaliyah Boston, turn around, hook, misses the shot. Oh no. We got Alicia Gray who is down on the ground. Oh my goodness. All right, Alicia Gray is hobbling to the sideline. She has taken off her goggles and she is going straight to the locker room. I hope she's okay. But these injuries, man, I'm telling you. These injuries. She collided with Bree Turner. And she couldn't get up. She was grabbing at her knee. Eventually, she got up and hobbled to the bench, or not to the bench, straight to the locker room. And so we'll see. We'll see about Alicia Gray if she's okay. They did just call a timeout on the floor. All right, we will be right back to finish off this game. But I'm telling you, these injuries are getting on my nerves, guys. Yeah, they're getting on my nerves. I have a segment that I have prepared that we're gonna be doing likely tomorrow, where we're diving even further into these injuries because this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. I feel like I'm on injury report every single time because so many injuries we have seen this year. So many. Also, guys, if y'all could do me a huge favor and hit that like button, it really does help the channel out a whole lot. Hit that like button for me one time. Thank you very much. And again, guys, remember I will be back for the game happening tonight, the Chicago Sky versus the Minnesota Lynx. I will be back for that game as well. That should be really fun. A rematch as to the game we just saw on this past Tuesday. Just this time it is happening in Minnesota instead of Chicago. So I will not be at that game, but I will be watching that game for sure. And we will be talking through it live. I think W said Tina Charles had him on too last night. Love to see the support. Oh, talking about the shoes. Yeah, there's a lot of players wearing them shoes. I think it's kind of cool. Amanda wants to see more of a focus for health and wellness for the players. Well, yeah. And I'm sure that's going to be in the CBA that they're negotiating right now. I'm sure WNBA teams, I'm sure the entire league is looking at this thing because with only 12 players on each roster, once we get the final rosters in, yes, you expect some injuries, but I feel like we are at a huge amount of injuries. They're talking about Jordan Canada right now, who is currently out. She'll be reevaluated soon, and we'll see what the status is of Alicia Gray later today. All right, 3-point shot. Tahina Pow number 2 with 3. All right, Sydney Colson with the basketball. Gets it to DeWanna Bonner. Bonner thought about the 3-point shot, decides to put it on the deck. Misses the mid-range jumper. Maya Caldwell gets the rebound. Gets it to Ryan Howard. Ryan to Tahina. Tahina behind the back. Tahina gets it out to, was that Nas Hillman? Back to Tahina. Gets it inside to Bree Jones, who gets fouled by Aaliyah Boston. And Alicia Gray is back on the bench, so I hope that is a good sign. I hope that is a really, really good sign. Ryan Howard, the basketball, gets it to Bree Jones. Bree, back to Ryan Howard. Ryan. Oh, what a fine OMG. Wow. Nas Hillman cut to the rim, got the pass, and made the layup. I like that. Sophie. Woo. Sophie Cunningham with the 3-point bucket. I like that. Okay, I like it. Nas Hillman thought about 3-point shot. Gets it to Tahina. Tahina, guarded by DeWanna Bonner. She gets it to Bree Jones. Bree Jones at the back end of the iron. Caitlin with the basketball. She's guarded by Ryan Howard. Caitlin off the screen. Gets it to... Oh, my God. Wow. That was a horrible pass by Sydney Colson, but Sydney Colson was bailed out by Ryan Howard fouling Aaliyah Boston. I think that's the second play this game that I've seen a bad pass by Sydney that has resulted in it being fined because there's a foul called. All right, Caitlin inbound. She gets it to Kelsey Mitchell. KM with the basketball, goes for the 3. Kelsey misses. Tina Pow with the basketball. Pow. Ryan Howard. Nia. Back to Ryan. Ryan with the 3-point bucket. Okay. Again, we continue to see these three-point shots. I mean, at this point, we might as well just get used to it. Might as well get used to it. Caitlin off the screen. Gets a turnover. Tahina to Bree Jones. Bree Jones makes the layup. And Atlanta is coming back in this game with a vengeance. 29 Indiana, 28 Atlanta. Okay. All right, it's getting a little bit more competitive. I like it. I like the competitive fire in here. I like it. I do like it. Now, again, guys, remember, we are in the second quarter of preseason action. We got 5 minutes and 34 seconds left to go in this second quarter. 29 Indiana Fever, 28 Atlanta Dream. All right. But what have we been seeing from Atlanta? We have been seeing, yes, them knock down 3-point shots, but they are getting to the rim and scoring. And they're capitalizing on bad decisions by the Fever. Like Caitlin, she tried to pass. It was a bad pass. Got it turned over, and not only did Nia Coffey get that steal, ball goes to Tina Powell. Tina Powell feeds it up to Brianna Jones, who was running the floor. She gets the layup. Boom. This is how you capitalize off of the other team's mistake. And yes, TV Thrill, Tahina Powell has been cooking in this game. And guys, I love to see it. Truly. I really do enjoy to see it. And watching this, like, she's going to earn herself a whole lot more minutes. She's played 9 minutes so far. She has 8 points. She's 3 of 3 from the field right now. Dog, like, what more could you want? What more could you want from the rookie Tahina Powell? She's doing exactly what she needs to do. She's not making any real mistakes. And hey, you gotta love it. You have to love it, guys. This is how you earn the respect of not just your teammates, but the respect and more playing time from your coach. Okay? I'm just saying. I think this is a really good start to this game for Tina Powell. Now again, guys, remember I watched highlights of the Dream's first preseason game, but I didn't watch much at all about it besides that crazy was it a screen that BG had on Sonia Citron and laid her out a little bit. But yeah, this is my first real look at the Atlanta Dream, and I like it. I like what I'm seeing. I do. I like what I'm seeing. And for the Indiana Fever, like, one, I mean, yes, they're winning and whatnot, but I don't really like what I'm seeing with them, because I know of all this Atlanta Dream team was a little bit of a wild card. This Indiana Fever team, y'all got a lot of vets who are making a lot of mistakes. DeWanna Bonner has made a ton of mistakes today, which I don't get. You know, we're missed shots that players would normally make. They're missing. And so another turnover by the Indiana Fever. This one was Leah Boston with a turnover. And then now another turnover by the Atlanta Dream. Sophie with the basketball. She gets to Caitlin. Yo. Caitlin for 3. She basically just threw off. She threw off Tina Powell and then went for the 3-point shot and made it. Oh my goodness. Man, you just gotta laugh at that. And wow, they just left Satori Walker-Kimber wide open. Okay, bad defense on Indiana, but wow, y'all, that 3-point shot was nice. She literally just threw off. Caitlin again for a 3. She misses. All right, Tahina with the basketball. Tahina behind Tahina said, anything you can do, I can do better, Caitlin. Tahina with a 3-point shot off her own. Okay. I like it. I like it. Them two battling against each other. I like it. I think it's kind of fun. All right. DeWanna for 3. All right, DeWanna's getting back in it. She is getting back in it. She made that 3-point basket. That is exactly what she needed. All right, down low is a foul. It was a foul on, looks like that was a foul on Leah Boston. Oh, Alicia Gray is coming back in the game. Okay. So she must be feeling good. Remember, guys, she came out earlier and was hobbling a little bit, but looks like she is good. Taylor Theory comes in the game for Shatori Walker-Kimbrough. All right. Theory to Ryan Howard for 3. Ryan, ball goes in and out. Rebound, Fever. Caitlin tried to get it to Natasha Howard, but the play was easily read. Turnover. Ryan Howard with the basketball. To Theory. Nas Hillman. Alicia Gray with the jab step. Goes inside a little bit. Passes back out to Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard for the quick trigger 3. Misses. Again, we're getting a little trigger happy from the 3. Natasha Howard with the basketball for the Fever. Backing down. Nas Hillman. Natasha Howard loses control of the basketball. It is another turnover. Another turnover. All right, Ryan Howard almost loses control of the basketball. She keeps it. Tania Coffey to Alicia Gray. Alicia gets a screen from Nas Hillman. Back to Ryan Howard. Thought about 3-point shot. Decides to take it. Misses. Can we stop with the 3s? Can we please stop with the 3s? Okay? So many missed 3s. All right? Sophie Cunningham with the basketball. She gets it to Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey goes for the mid-range jumper. KM with the 2. I like it because that was a mid-range jumper. Can we get to more of the mid-range or in the paint? Because these 3s are not falling right now, guys. They're not falling. Ryan Howard with the basketball, guarded by Kelsey Mitchell. She gets it to Nia Coffey, to Nas Hillman, to Alicia Gray. Alicia Gray inside. Gray misses the shot, gets her own rebound, gets the putback, misses that as well. Rebound goes to Breonna Turner. It is Kelsey Mitchell with the basketball. Kelsey passes inside to Natasha Howard. She turns, faces, backs down. Nas Hillman. Howard easily gets the bucket to go. Natasha Howard, that is. Not Ryan Howard. No relation between the two. Alicia Gray with the basketball. Alicia to Nas Hillman for the 3. Hillman makes the 3-point basket. But again, I know she made it, but so many 3s in this game. Can we please lessen that up a little bit? We'll see. Sophie Cunningham goes for the 3-point shot. She misses. Oh, wow. Ryan Howard tried to flip the rebound to somebody, but Sophie Cunningham ended up with it. She gave it to Natasha Howard, and easy bucket. All right, Ryan with the basketball. Ryan tries to get to the rim. It is a blocking foul on Natasha Howard. And Ryan is she going to head to the free throw line? Looks like she might be heading to the free throw line. Yeah, she is, for 2 shots. The two-tone hair color wearing Ryan Howard is at the free throw line. She makes her first free throw. Okay, here's a stat that I don't like, but we're going to see more of it as the season goes on. 21 3-point attempts. 21 3-point attempts by the Atlanta Dream. 21. We're not even at halftime yet. 21. The Fever, 12. Ryan made both her free throws. Kelsey Mitchell with the basketball. Kelsey goes inside. She gets her shot blocked. Nice block by Alicia Gray. Ryan Howard passes up to Nia Coffey, who gets fouled. And they're like, hey, where's the foul? I didn't foul anybody. That was a foul on Breonna Turner. Actually, yeah, that wasn't a foul. Nah, dog. Nah, that was not a foul on Breonna Turner. No. If anything, that was a foul on Sydney Colson. I think they called that foul on Breonna Turner. Yeah, they called I think they called Breonna Turner for that foul, but That wasn't on Brianna Turner. If anything, that should have been on Sydney Colson. If anything. Because Brianna Turner didn't even foul her. Didn't even touch her, really. All right, Nia Coffey made both her free throws. We got 46 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Sydney Colson with the basketball. Sydney gets to the rim. Sydney misses everything but the backboard. Ryan Howard with the basketball. Ryan goes for the quick trigger three and misses. Rebound goes to Kelsey Mitchell. See, that shot last year, I don't think would have been a three-point shot. Last year, I think Ryan Howard would have took it to the rim and would have made the basket last year. But this year, everybody is shooting threes. Man. I mean, she shot threes last year, but I don't think she was this trigger happy. I really don't. As a foul on Taylor Theory. But what do y'all think? Do y'all think that there is an epidemic of three-point shooting? Let me know. I'm very curious to hear what you all have to say. Is there an epidemic in y'all's opinion? I think it is. I think I love that players are like, making more three-point shots, but at the same time, I'm just like, man, it's too many of them. In my opinion, at least. Because when you're not hitting them, it just looks really bad. You come down the court and you jack up a three. Like, look at this one. Lexi Hall misses the three. Rebound, Alicia Gray. Gray with the basketball. Time is winding down. We got about 7 seconds left to go. Gray. Good defense by Kelsey Mitchell. Wow, fantastic defense. Alicia Gray just throws it up. Air ball. We have reached the end of the first half. Guys, the score is 42. Indiana Fever, 40 for the Atlanta Dream. Wow. Wow. I mean, he is. Yeah, Carl Semesco is he is someone who loves the three. If you look at a lot of the brand new coaches, like a lot of the brand new coaches in the W, a lot of them love the three. Quite a bit of them love the three ball. And that's something that we're going to continue to see as the year goes on. We're going to see so many threes. It got to a point this past season in the NBA. Well, I just kind of stopped watching the NBA because it was just like literally, I went to a Bulls game and I forgot who they was playing, but there was several times throughout the game where it would just be 3-point attempt. You get a long rebound, go down the court, try to shoot a quick trigger 3-point shot, miss it. Okay, you're back down the court, another attempt at a 3-point shot, missed it, and then finally another 3-point shot. Now somebody made it, but it just was bad. I don't know. I am a fan of all three levels of basketball, meaning scoring at the paint, scoring in that mid-range kind of area, from the short mid-range to the long mid-range jumpers, and also the three-point basket. I love the three-point basket. The three-point basket is great. I just think an over-reliance of that three-point shot is a little bit too much. Lilac, it does become boring to watch. It does. If it's too much. Now, the Fever are not doing bad with, it's a lot of three-point shots. Like 14 is a lot and a half. It's a whole lot and a half for a WNBA team. However, the Fever is not as bad as the Atlanta Dream right now. The Atlanta Dream, 23 threes. Here's the deal, guys. I want you all to understand this. Okay, here's what we're going to talk through this real quick. Okay, let's actually look at the let's look at the metrics right now. Okay, let's look at the metrics because I can't be the only one that this bothers. Okay, because let's kind of go through this. Oh, I like these halftime videos. They're doing a whole history of the league. Okay, anyway, I have a graphic right here of here. Let me actually share my screen. 1 second. Because I wanna go through what's going on right now and in my opinion how kind of problematic it is. But yeah, let's get to it. Okay. All right, let's go through this. Okay, real quick, let's go through this. All right, again, the score right now is 42 Indiana Fever, 40 Atlanta Dream. Okay. All right, and shooting from the field overall, Indiana's doing well in terms of shooting wise. They're shooting 41% from the field. The Atlanta Dream 33%. But the thing I want to highlight, the thing that I find so problematic as we look right here. Okay, 36 overall field goal attempts for the Indiana Fever. 36 field goal attempts. All right, 36 for the Atlanta Dream. Okay, we look at that and we break that down. Of the 36 field goal attempts for the Atlanta Dream, of the 36, 23 of those were three-point shots. It is getting ridiculous, where well over 50% of your shots are threes. Well over. And I understand it's a metrics game and whatnot. And yes, you do have capable three-point shooters on this Atlanta Dream team. But the WNBA does not want to turn into this trigger-happy team, trigger-happy league where it's just all threes. That's all it is. It's all long rebounds. No, we want some diversity in the game, which means not just threes. So the fact that literally, guys, so many of their field goal attempts is threes. 63% of their field goal attempts are for three-point shots. All right, again, 23 attempts at the three. And 36 overall shots. If you divide that, that is 63% of your shots were threes. Okay? Now, again, it's looking a little bit better it's looking significantly better for the Fever because only around 38% of their shots so far have been threes. Now, Indiana, they missing way more shots than I would expect them to normally to hit and whatnot. So they're going to get it together. I'm sure in the second half, they're going to be a whole lot better. But this is overall just something for us to keep in mind because we saw how really the regular season in some aspects was kind of unwatchable for the NBA at times because of the heavily reliant three-point shot. And just, now the playoffs have been great. The NBA playoffs have been excellent. I've been loving the battle for that. I've been loving it. It's been really fun to watch. But the WNBA just has to be careful. We just have to be a little bit careful to make sure we don't do too much when it comes to that three-point shot. All right. Z says, y'all just overrate this Fever team, but they are just average like other teams in the W. They got some really good players though. Like this is a team that has a lot of all-stars, a lot of experience, right? J-Dub says Bree Jones on Atlanta missed so many bunnies at the basket in the first quarter. Yeah. Let's look at Bree Jones real quick. Yeah, 2 of 6 from the field in that first half. Yeah, she was kind of off. Overall she was kind of off. Yeah. Ryan Howard was very off. Like truly. Like again, guys. Ryan Howard, 1 of 9 from the field, and they're all 3-point baskets. Ryan Howard is a really good player. She also is a player who scores quite a bit in the mid-range. The fact that Ryan Howard is all of her field goals at this point have been threes. That is insane, guys. Insane. I just want to walk through this a little bit more. Let's look at her overall stats in general, okay? Ryan Howard is someone who does take threes, right? This is not someone who's shy to take threes in the past. She's absolutely game to take some threes. So this is her overall career stats. Career stats for Ryan Howard. And usually Ryan Howard is, shooting around 40 to 50% of her attempts is usually around a three-point shot, right? Last year, she averaged around 8 threes a game on 15 attempts. That's about 50%, roughly 50% of her shots were threes. This year, in this game, 100% of her attempts have been threes. That is not, in my opinion, that is not having Ryan Howard be at her best. Like, that's just not. It's just not, in my opinion. And maybe some of y'all might disagree, but nah. But anyway, let me take a quick break. Again, guys, we are at halftime. We got the whole second half to go through. And I hope y'all stay rocking with your girl. But again, thank y'all so much for rocking with me. I will be back in about, let's say 5-ish minutes as we prepare for the second half. Again, guys, we are watching the Indiana Fever take on the Atlanta Dream. All right, and so far, it's been a back and forth battle. But yes, the Indiana Fever does have the lead. We'll see how that continues as the game goes on. For some reason, I can't find my controls. We'll figure out what's going on here. But again, guys, I do thank you all so much for rocking with me. Thank you. I am... Okay, I am trying to find... Oh, here we go. All right, we are back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head into the second half between the Atlanta Dream and the Indiana Fever. All right, Caitlin with the basketball. Gets it to Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey, back to Caitlin. Caitlin drives to the basket. Caitlin makes the layup up and in, and the Fever get off to a good start in the second half. All right, Ryan Howard, the basketball. Tania Coffey, back to Ryan Howard. Does anyone notice a weird shake in that wide out camera? It felt like when the base was moving, the camera was shaking a little bit. I don't know. Am I wild? Am I the only one who thought that? Anyway, turnover for the Atlanta Dream. Kelsey Mitchell with the basketball. Kelsey goes for three. Kelsey, 3-point bucket for KM. Agent Zero. Ryan Howard he tries to get to the rim, passes out to Nia Coffey, gets it to Tori Walker-Kimbrough, back to Nia, to Alicia Gray. Alicia was trying to look for Bree Jones down low, decides pass to give it back to Nia Coffey. Oh, Alicia Gray has the basketball again, and there is a foul. It's a foul on Caitlin, and Caitlin's like, what? Where's the foul? Honestly, I didn't really see it either, so. All right. Tori Walker-Kimbrough gets it to Bree Jones. Back out. Nia Coffey. Another 3-point shot. Uh-oh. Sophie Cunningham landed on her ankle. Looks like she may have a sprained ankle. She is on the ground holding it. Looks like she might be okay. They're just showing a replay of that. All right, so what happened? Oh, she came down on Ryan Howard's foot. Ooh, yeah, okay. Yeah. That could hurt. That can hurt. That is very understandable. Yeah. A little bit of a sprained ankle. It's always awkward to land on someone else's on someone else's shoe. It's always very awkward. Short Walker Kimbrough with the basketball. I'm surprised they didn't call that a foul. All right, Ryan Howard gets it to Nia Coffey. Another 3-point shot for this team. Oh my goodness. Alicia Gray gets the rebound. She gets it to Bree Jones. Bree Jones to Shatori Walker Kimbrough, who attempts another 3-point shot. Luckily for her, she is fouled on that shot, and she's going to go to the free throw line for 3 shots. But, oh my goodness. Man. Oh, so it was shaking. It wasn't just me. It wasn't just me. It was shaking. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, Bill. Unfortunately, more injuries. Hopefully, this is just a little, low shake up. Here's the thing. I feel way less bad about the prospects of a player if they go down and it's very, very obvious as to what happened. Like, this was very, very obvious. She stepped on Ryan Howard's foot, and that's what happened. But if she would have went down and was like no contact, then it's like the worst. But if you can kind of actually understand what happened and whatnot, yeah, she's gonna hurt for a little bit, but ultimately, I think she'll be fine. She'll probably be out for the rest of this game. Maybe take it easy and practice the next couple of games or whatever. But yeah, the stuff I'm really worried about is when I see a player go down and you're like, whoa, no one touched him. Now, to me, that's like the worst thing to happen. That's the worst thing to happen. Now, and no mean is that trying to downgrade an injury. It's just that, I get really nervous when I don't know exactly what happened. When it's like someone's like clutching their upper thigh or something, and you're like, "What happened? I didn't see anything. They just landed, and that was it." Anyway. Very nice pocket pass from Caitlin to Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston makes a layup. Nice. It's good to see that relationship continue to develop. Really, really nice. And Ryan Howard is trying to get to the bucket, and DeWanna Bonner was like, okay, let me just easily block that shot. Get that out of here. Let me block your shot real quick. Let me block your shot. No big deal. No biggie. All right, Ryan Howard to inbound the ball. She gets it to Bree Jones, to Nia Coffey. That was a push off. Surprised that wasn't a foul call. And Bree Jones gets the basketball. It should have been 3 seconds, but hey, she got the ball and ended up making the layup to go. Caitlin with the basketball. She gets it to Aaliyah Boston. Boston picks up a dribble, gets it to KM. Kelsey thought about the 3-point shot, decides not to take it. She gets to the rim. Wow. Kelsey Mitchell, you better work, girl. I like that. That was pretty nice. Ryan Howard, once again, misses another 3. Once again. Ryan Howard. She thought she was about to get away with that. But they do call the foul on Ryan Howard on that DeWanna Bonner attempt. Yeah, that was a foul. That was a foul, Ryan. That was a foul. All right, we'll see how this game continues to go. We will see. One thing I do like is that the turnovers have kind of gotten under control in the second half, so that's good. That is good to note. Let's see. Judge and jury says all Boston do is shove and push. Bonner is too skinny. Bonner is older than BG. Yeah, she's older than BG. Yeah. But Aaliyah do more than just shove and push. And yes, DeWanna Bonner is very skinny, but like dog, she's been really good in this league for a long time by being skinny, and because she's actually very, very strong. She's very, very strong, and she's not. I mean, she can play the post, but like the way that the Indiana Fever are using her, they're using her as that 3 guard, as a small forward role, and I think that's perfect for her. No, I think they're just resting Brittany Griner. I think they're just resting her. Back to the basics says, is anyone else seeing the sneaky jersey pulling Caitlin Clark is doing on defense? I mean, yeah, but that's what she does. That's how she plays defense sometimes. But here's the deal. There's actually a lot of players in the league who that's what they do. That's what they do on defense. They grab your jersey. Like that's, just like, so yes, is it a foul to grab someone's jersey? Yes. Will they call it? Probably not very often, unless it's very egregious. But yeah, she does it. She's not the only player who does it, but yeah, she does do it. She absolutely does. And if they actually called it regularly, then yeah, she'd probably be fouled out of games and whatnot. But they're not gonna call it like that. Just the same as how y'all see all the time. Y'all see players on offense where they knocking the defender off. That's a foul, and the refs sometimes they decide to call it, sometimes they don't. Right? It's one of those things where like we'll just see how the refs decide to call the games, but in general, like a little bit of jersey pulling, a little bit of like arm bar stuff, not a big deal. Not a big deal at all, in my opinion, because everyone does it. Well, not everybody. A lot of players do it. A lot of players do it in the WNBA. All right. I think they said Sophie Cunningham went to the locker room, so I hope that she is okay. So a bit of a serious ankle injury for Sophie Cunningham. Yeah, she does. She does push off a lot. She does. Let's see if she does it in this play. Caitlin, guarded by Alicia Gray. Well, she's kind of doing it a little bit. Aaliyah Boston with the basketball to Caitlin. Gets the screen. Caitlin gets the screen. Ooh, what a pass. That was a really nice last second find from Caitlin to Aaliyah Boston, but AB ended up airballing it, and it is a shot clock violation turnover for the Indiana Fever. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a crazy fan of everyone just saying C. Like, I don't know. Anyway. Oh, Bree Jones gets knocked to the ground and makes the hook shot. Wow, that was nice. And a good no call by the refs. Good no call. Oh, Leah Boston fighting for that rebound. Okay, jump ball. It's a jump ball between Nia Coffey and Aaliyah Boston. That was very nice. Very nice by Bree Jones. Wow. Like that was a finish right there. That's exactly why the game should not be all about 3-point shots. I'm just saying. Anyway. I'm just saying. It is fun to watch. That pick and roll combo is fun to watch for sure. All right. Kaylin gets it to Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey gets a screen. Kelsey goes for the mid-range jumper. Misses. Nia Coffey gets the rebound. Gets it to Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard pushing. Is guarded by the very long DeWanna Bonner. Ball goes to Tori Walker Kimbrough. Kimbrough. Good find to Bree Jones, who once again gets the bucket against Aaliyah Boston. And she's like, hey, wasn't that a foul? Maybe, but the refs didn't call it. So, hey, it is what it is. Bree Jones is looking good, though. She's looking very good in this second half. Oh, a rebound by Lexi Hall. And she gets it to Kelsey Mitchell, who gets the 3-point bucket. Okay. 3-point bucket for Kelsey Mitchell. All right, Alicia Gray with the basketball. Gets it to Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard for 3. Ryan Howard finally makes another 3-point shot. This is her second made 3-point shot of the game. All right, and Atlanta is a little bit more in this. 52 Atlanta, 54 Indiana. DeWanna Bonner with the basketball. Bonner gets it to Caitlin. Caitlin for a long 3-point shot. Ball goes in and out. Rebound goes to Lexi Hull. Lexi gets it to AB. AB tries to get to Caitlin. Almost a turnover, but ball goes to DeWanna Bonner. Bonner for a 3-point shot. She misses. Rebound goes to Ryan Howard. Ryan gets it to Alicia Gray, and we'll see what happens from here. Gray gets the screen. Yeah. Guys, I think the speakers are right next to this the wide angle camera, because when it sounds like when they're playing something with a lot of bass, like you see the vibration on the camera. Like you see, like, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it, but like, yeah, the speakers must be right there. Okay, that was very interesting. Okay, okay. There's a lot of stuff that happened. Caitlin ended up falling, and Ryan Howard was stopped to be like, hey, are you okay? And there's some complaining. Show a replay. Come on, y'all. Show a replay. They saying it's a lot to unpack. Show the replay. There's a timeout on the floor, guys. I don't exactly know what happened. All I saw was bodies on the floor. Ryan Howard just standing there. And I don't know. Too bad. I don't think they're going to show a replay of it. Oh, they are. Okay. All right. Oh. Okay, Caitlin went down. Like, she exaggerated on that. DeWanna Bonner goes down, holds her ankle. It's acting. Like, okay, that wasn't a big deal at all. It wasn't. They were just trying to draw those fouls. Okay. They made it seem like, or they, like, the way it seemed with seeing Caitlin and DeWanna Bonner on the ground, you thinking, oh wow, that must have been a real bad foul. Nope, that was nothing. That was a flop. Flop. That's what it was. That's what that was. Okay. You got BG at the camera. Ooh. That was a straight up flop. Straight up flop. Like, that was nothing. And yeah, flopping is a part of the game. It is what it is. I know a lot of people don't like it. It is what it is. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. T. Carmella. Appreciate you for the support. All right, lots of substitutions. Oh, we got Cheyenne Sellers in the game. Okay. Sydney Colson goes for the three-point shot. She misses. Rebound goes to, is that Maya Caldwell? Cheyenne Sellers tries to go behind the back. She gets the ball easily stolen by Sydney Colson. I don't know what that was. All right. Layup for Lexi Hull. All right. Maya Caldwell misses the three-point shot. All right, on the floor right now, looks like we have Caitlin, Bree Turner, DeWanna Bonner, Sydney Colson, and Lexi Hull for the Indiana Fever. And for the Atlanta Dream, we have Tina Powell, Maya Caldwell, Cheyenne Sellers, Haley Jones, and Naz Hillman. All right, Tina Powell with the basketball. She gets it to Sellers. Cheyenne doesn't know what to do. She gets it to Naz Hillman. The crowd was saying, Cheyenne, shoot. But Cheyenne didn't want to shoot that shot. She passed it off. It was a missed shot. Ultimately, easy layup now for the Indiana Fever. All right. Haley Jones with the basketball. She gets it to Sellers. Sellers now goes for the three-point shot. She misses. Goon says Pow and Kiki Era Offend Rookie of the Year. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Again, guys, we're in the third quarter. We got less than a minute left to go. DeWanna Bonner with the basketball. Bonner gets the screen. Thought about three-point shot. Gets it to Bree Turner. Bree Turner. I'm surprised we haven't seen Timpson in the game so far. Oh, wait. There she is. Anyway. I'm sorry. That was Jaylen Brown with that pull-up shot. Ooh. 3-point basket for Tahina. Pow. I like it. DeWanna Bonner with the basketball. Bonner gets it to Sydney Colson. Colson gets the ball to Lexi Hull. Lexi Hull gets her shot blocked, but it is a foul. And Tahina's like, what in the world? What happened? J-Dub says, Quita, what's up? What's up with Haley Jones? Is she just getting in? Is she good? Haley Jones is just getting in. Last year, Haley Jones got a lot of minutes. The year before that, she got a lot of minutes. She was playing the point guard role for the Atlanta Dream. In my opinion, that was always the bad position for her. But when Jordan Kennedy got healthy last year, she started to play less. Ultimately, she did just get in the game. I think Haley Jones is one of those borderline players. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Michaela Timpson has come in the game for the Indiana Fever. All right, Tahina Powell with the basketball. See, again, we're seeing this shaking from this camera. This camera is bothering me. It's like these subtle shaking that we're seeing. The Fever got to fix that. Maya Caldwell has to jack up a three-point shot. She airballs it. And we have reached the end of the third quarter, guys. The score is 63. Indiana Fever, 57 for the Atlanta Dream. Okay. Wow. Fantastic scoring for Tahina Powell. Goon says Powell should have gone number one. No way. No. No. If you redraft right now, the Dallas Wings will still go Paige. There's no way. No way. I mean, Tahina Paopao is playing well right now, which is fantastic. But no. 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 All right. Let's see. Chris says Unrivaled is 3-on-3. It's a completely different game. Does not suit traditional post players. My goodness. Yeah, that's right. Wait, are we talking about 3-on-3? Yeah, 3-on-3 and 5-on-5 is very different. Very, very different, guys. Very, very different. Um, 3-on-3 exposes players. Okay, it exposes people who are not fast enough. It exposes traditional post players. It exposes players that it exposes sort of like low basketball IQ players as well. Like, it exposes a whole bunch of stuff. That's what it does. But 3-on-3 is not 5-on-5. It's just not. Right? It's just not. So there are some people who are terrible on 3-on-3, but 5-on-5, they're excellent. So yeah, that is something to note. Okay. Oh, in WNBA League Pass, they're showing all of last year's rookies getting their first bucket. Oh, I like that. Okay, I see. League Pass, y'all doing a good job. Yeah, they showing the rookies getting their first bucket, and they showing Nika Mule get her first bucket. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. J-Dub says I'm adding Aaliyah Nye if she makes the team, and Sonia Citron in the running for Rookie of the Year. Oh, okay. Hey, well, I just want to see a regular season. Like, I want to see the start of the regular season. I think that's going to tell us a whole lot. I want to see the start of the regular season. Because, yes, some of these players are playing well, right? Like, Tahina Paopao was having such a great game today. And also, I actually like guys. The thing that I always want you all to remember when we're talking about preseason games is I look at who these players are going against, who they're matching up against. Are they matching up against likely starters or likely bench players? And that'll determine like how well you should sort of grade their performance. And Tahina Paopao, she's been doing her thing today with starters in and with bench players in. And so to me, this bodes well for her future this season. For Tina, because not only is she doing her thing against the bench players, she's also doing her thing against starters as well in today's game. And so that's something good to note. But yeah, it's just preseason. We'll see what happens when the regular season actually starts. All right, so we are in the fourth quarter, and we will likely see the bench players play out from here on out. And so we'll see what happens. Sydney Colson has the basketball. She's guarded by Tahina Paopao. She gets it to Jaylen Brown, misses the shot. Ball gets knocked out of bounds, and it is Indiana basketball. All right, Ashley Jones is in the building. Or not in the building. She's in the game right now. Not only is she in the building, she's in the game. All right, Michaela Timpson gets a tough bucket to go. Okay, I like it. Tahina Paopao with the basketball. She gets it to Ashley Jones. Jones to the rim. She gets fouled, and Lexi holds a little bit hype. That is her second foul. All right. Ashley Jones makes her free throws. Nice, nice, nice. Shamika Rando. Rando. All right, Sydney Colson to the bucket. Gets the shot to go. All right. Yeah, Molly Sellers is back on the bench because she looked nervous and out of sorts when she came in that game in that third quarter. Taylor Theory with the basketball. Ball goes to Ashley Jones. Ashley Jones trying to get to the rim. Passes back out to Haley Jones, no relation. Ashley Jones for three. She misses. Rebound goes to the Fever. Sydney Colson with the basketball. She is directing for that screen. Sydney Colson gets to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen to Lexi Hull. Hull in the paint. Mid-range jumper gets it to go. All right, Haley Jones to Taylor Theory. Taylor to Ashley Jones. Ashley for three. Misses. Again with these three-point shots. Jaylen Brown got the rebound. She's pushing it. Cheyenne Sellers at the scorer's table. She's ready to come back in at the next dead ball. Jaylen Brown gets it to Timpson. Michaela Timpson. Back out to Jaylen. Jaylen with the long three, and she gets the 3-point bucket for Jaylen Brown. Tahina Powell with the basketball. Ball, Maya Caldwell to Ashley Jones to Haley Jones. Haley misses pretty badly that mid-range jumper at the free throw line. Lexi Hull with the basketball. Lexi passes down low to Timpson. Timpson backing down Haley Jones. Haley Jones, nice block. Very nice block by Haley Jones. All right. Sydney Colson goes for the three-point shot. She misses. Rebound goes to Haley Jones. Atlanta with the basketball. Haley gets it over to Taylor Theory for a three-point shot. She misses. Rebound goes to Timpson. All right, Sydney Colson with the basketball. Sydney to Timpson, but she is fouled by okay, got some subs in. Nas Hillman is coming in the game, and Cheyenne Sellers is coming in the game as well for the Atlanta Dream. All right, so we got Haley Jones, we got Ashley Jones. We have Nas Hillman, Taylor Theory, Tahina Powell, and Cheyenne Sellers on the court for the Atlanta Dream. For the Indiana Fever, Lexi Hull gets to the rim, gets the layup, gets the foul, and is going to head to the line for one shot. For the Indiana Fever on the court right now, we have Lexi Hull, Jaylen Brown. We have Sydney Colson. I think Michaela Timpson. And who is that other person? And Brianna Turner. There we go. That's the five we have out there for Indiana. Tahina with the basketball. Tahina gets to the Taylor Theory. To Nas Hillman. To Ashley Jones. Ashley Jones goes for the three-point bucket. Okay. She's fighting for her roster spot as well. She is one of those also borderline players on whether or not they're going to make the team. We'll see. We will see. Lexi Hull with a mid-range jumper. Okay. I like the commitment to the mid-range. I like it. Cheyenne Sellers with the basketball. She picks up a dribble. Gets it to Nas Hillman. Nas gets it to Ashley Jones. Ashley Jones for the three-point bucket. She misses, but there is a foul on the play. Ball is staying with the Atlanta Dream. All right, side out of bounds for the Indiana Fever. All right, Tahina gets a screen, slips. She gets it over to Taylor Theory, to Ashley Jones, but there is a shot clock violation. Bill, 100%. Yes. Stop settling for threes and get to the bucket. Get to the bucket. Like, here's the thing, guys. At some point, the Atlanta Dream will need to at some point you need to change your commitment to this three. Change your commitment. Change your commitment, because it's too much. It's an over reliance on the three, and this is a good Dream team, but it's not gonna. This isn't gonna hurt. This is not gonna help them, I should say, at all. All right, again, guys, the score is 77 Indiana, 64 Atlanta. We got 5 minutes and 46 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. We have a timeout on the floor right now, and I do want to see what you all have to say. Thank W says, I know our girl wants to be a referee, but Quita would kill it calling games. I think it'd be fun. Honestly, guys, I would love to do that. I was seeing a lot of the announcements have been made in terms of like the broadcast teams for the various local stations for the WNBA, and I was looking at that list and like who's doing the TV stuff, who's doing the radio stuff and whatnot, and I was like, one day, y'all gonna see Quita on that list. One day, maybe. I think that'd be awesome though. I truly would love to call a game. Like I would love to call a game. Telling you. Because yeah, and this is sort of like my practice of sorts. Not really, but yeah, kind of. The stream. But again, guys, remember, I will be here not tomorrow. Well, I will be here tomorrow in the morning, for a brand new edition of Quita in the Mornings. I know I was not here for this morning for Quita in the Mornings. The reason why is because, hey, I was like, you know what? I really do need a day. I was like, man, I need a day. Well, not even a day. I just needed a couple hours. I woke up early like I normally do, but I was like, I can't keep doing, like, I needed a break. I needed to like not have to be on really, really early. And so yeah, it was, I appreciate y'all for the support and y'all not getting too mad that I had to cancel today's morning stream. But I'll be back tomorrow. Sydney Colson with the basketball. She gets it. She tries to do that pocket pass to Brianna Jones. The ball was interrupted by Tahina Pow. Tahina Pow passes up top to Taylor Theory, who gets the layup to go. Yes, Annie, I will be covering that game. Yes, I will be live for that game, for sure. Now, guys, on this channel, you all can expect live coverage of almost every game for the Chicago Sky this year. The Sky will have 44 games during the regular season. I will cover all of the home games live on my other channel because I'm at the games, right? I'm not going to have it on this channel. I'm going to have it on my other channel. But for the away games, you all can expect those away games on this channel. Tahina Pow goes for the long three-point shot. She misses. Ball goes out of bounds. It is Indiana Fever basketball. That was a very long three-point attempt. I think she's just resting. Kevin, I think Brittany Griner is just resting. I haven't heard anything about her being injured. It's just resting. All right. Sydney Colson with the basketball. She gets it to Bree Turner. No. Do Do not, Siri, stop. Stop listening. Guys, Siri was just trying to call somebody. No, Siri, stop listening. Stop listening. Mm-mm-mm. All right, Tahina Pow Pow with the basketball. Get to the Nas Hillman. Hillman. She's a little bit lost. Gets to the Haley Jones. Haley. Time is winding down. She got to put something up. She does. Misses everything. And it is another shot clock violation for the Atlanta Dream. Minute W says, Quita, if you want to call games, your spirit and attitude are excellent, but it would be helpful if you could work with a vocal coach. Your pronunciation is perfect, but voice tone / pitch volume need work. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Again, guys, I want your comments. I want your thoughts and whatnot. And yeah, I do think that like sometimes I do get a little bit too low, and sometimes so anyway, yes, definitely continue to need improvement. Taylor Theory with a fantastic corner 3-point shot for the Dream. 77 Indiana, 69 Dream. Sydney Colson with the basketball. She gets it to Bree Turner. Bree Turner to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen attempted that mid-range shot, decides to pass it off to Lexi Hull. Lexi on her pivot foot gets it to Sydney Colson. Sydney Colson goes for a 3-point shot. She misses. Rebound goes to Taylor Theory. She gets it to Haley Jones, and now she is pushing it up the court. Haley Jones taking on Lexi Hull. Haley Jones with the fadeaway makes the shot. All right. And this is exactly what Haley Jones needs to do because, guys, remember, Haley Jones is fighting for a roster spot, okay? And so she's like, you know what? I'm not going to pass it. I am going to take it myself, and I'm going to show that Carl Semesco needs to keep me on this team. Now, this is going to be around the time. We got about 2 minutes left to go in this game, and here's the deal. We absolutely need to ensure that these players, hey, we're going to watch them work, okay? And we're going to see a little bit more selfish play in the next 2 minutes or so. The reason why is because, again, these players are fighting for a position. The players who are on the court right now, more for the Atlanta Dream than the Indiana Fever because the Atlanta Dream have more spots that they need to cut than the Fever do. But anyway, the point remains, there are a lot of players who still need to get cut. And these players, they're going to be a little bit selfish. We're going to see a little bit less passing. We're going to see a little bit more one-on-one opportunities because, hey, they got to do whatever they can in today's game to prove their value. Like Cheyenne Sellers, like this is someone who I am looking to see what she can do in the next 2 minutes because you got to prove yourself or otherwise you might just get cut. That is in the back of their heads right now. I can guarantee you. It's in the back of their heads like, hey, I got to show up and show out. Right? I can't just be passive because I am fighting for my job right now. They're literally fighting for their job. It's I don't know, it's kind of like an odd thing to think about. You know? Can you imagine? You are battling it out for a position at some company and you're doing all these tests. They have you taking tests, they have you writing a whole bunch of stuff, they have you doing a whole bunch of stuff, and it's all public. It's all public what you're doing, and everyone sees it, and everyone's like, yeah, we got this player, we got this other player, and blah blah blah. Like I'm just saying, like, dog, this is make it or break it time. Nas Hillman, Haley Jones, Ashley Jones, Taylor Theory, Cheyenne Sellers, all of these players are working for a spot. Naz Hillman, her spot is solidified. She's going to be on this team. But the other 4, they are trying to play for that spot. I mean, she's not looking great out there. She has not looked great so far. We'll see. All right. Lexi Hull gets to the rim and makes the shot. Haley Jones has the basketball. Haley running point for the team right now. She's guarded by Michaela Timpson. Haley gets it to Naz Hillman. Naz Hillman to Taylor Theory. Taylor goes inside, misses the shot. Rebound goes to Naz Hillman. Naz Hillman gets it to Cheyenne Sellers, who passes it to Haley Jones. I'm surprised Sellers didn't take it herself. Now Sellers gets the ball. What? She just threw something up that was crazy. I don't know what that was, Cheyenne Sellers. Wow, that was bad. That was yeah. That's not gonna help keep you on this on this team. Sydney Colson with the basketball. She tries to feed it to Brianna Turner. The ball was knocked out of bounds. It is staying with the Indiana Fever. Yeah, I mean, the way she's playing, I don't know if it's health or what, but it does kind of feel like she forgot how to play, which is wild. Taylor Theory just blocked Lexi Hull's shot. That was pretty nice. Haley Jones with the basketball gets it to Cheyenne Sellers. Cheyenne Sellers with the basketball. She's guarded by Sydney Colson. She gets the ball stolen. Yeah, like seriously, I don't know if it's her knees. I just think she looks discombobulated. Like she doesn't know what she's doing. Wow. Lexi Hull scores again. Haley Jones to Naz Hillman. Naz to Cheyenne Sellers. Sellers gets it to Haley. Haley gets it to Taylor, and Taylor wasn't even expecting that. Ball gets dripped over to Naz Hillman. Naz Hillman to Ashley Jones, who threw up something. I don't know what that was. Anyway, Sydney Colson has the basketball. We have less than a minute left to go. Sydney Colson gets the screen, tries to do that pocket pass, a turnover. Cheyenne Sellers with the basketball. She gets that was a nice pass to Naz Hillman, who was fouled on the layup. She's going to head to the line for 2 shots. Bill says Lexi nice second half. She is having a nice second half, but also remember it's largely been against the bench for the Atlanta Dream. Now is this like it just is what it is. So like, you know, again, always keep that in mind. Who are the players doing what they're doing against? Though we all know what Lexi Hull can actually do in the regular season. We saw her last year and she was great last year. So like this is not me saying that you know, she's not great. I'm just saying that you just see who she's doing it against, right? In a lot of ways, she is the end-all, be-all of this current Fever lineup in the roster right now. Like, she is the go-to player who can score. All right, Haley Jones gets to the Naz Hillman, gets to Ashley Jones. Ashley passes out to Haley. Haley, pump fake, goes for the three-point shot. She hits it. Okay. 76 Atlanta, Indiana 81. Yeah, she might not be pro ready. Yeah, I think she might not be pro ready. Yeah. All right, we have reached the end of this ball game. All right. Guys, y'all ready for a recap? Y'all ready for a recap? All right. So, let's talk through this game, guys. Let's talk through this game. So, we just saw the Indiana Fever somewhat easily take down the Atlanta Dream. The final score of that game was 81 Fever, 76 Atlanta Dream. Now, this game, I would sum up this entire game by the 3-ball and by, just hustle points. All right. Now, here's the deal. Guys. This game, yes, it was close at the end. However, in a lot of ways, it was the Indiana Fever's game to lose. I mean, I think most people knew that coming into this game, and it was very obvious as the game was going on that, like, yes, the only reason why the Atlanta Dream was really in this was because the Indiana Fever was kind of missing a lot of shots and, like, doing silly stuff. Like, both teams were actually playing very, very terrible basketball in that first half. Like, we saw so many turnovers in that first half. In the second half, actually, both teams got it together. So in the second half, like, it was actually pretty good. No worries for these teams in that second half. But in the first half, it's a little bit like, okay, y'all getting a little bit too happy with all right, so let's look at the team stats real quick. For the Indiana Fever, they shot 43% from the field. For the Atlanta Dream, they shot an atrocious 33% from the field. Here's the thing I really want to talk about. I talked about this at halftime. I'm going to talk about it again because to me, this is something that needs to be fixed ASAP. Okay? So, did you all know that yes, not only did the Atlanta Dream shoot poorly in this game, they shot. Sorry, guys. I didn't realize I had music playing. Cause I muted my laptop. So I didn't hear it. I didn't hear the music. Sorry. I don't know how long that was playing. My bad. Let's start over. Guys, we have reached the end of another preseason game as the Indiana Fever has taken down pretty easily the Atlanta Dream. The final score was 81 Fever, 76 Atlanta. Now, again, guys, in that first half, I felt like both teams didn't play very well. There was a lot of turnovers on both sides. And in general, it wasn't great basketball that we were watching, right? In that first half, we saw both teams rely pretty heavily on that three. Indiana was shooting around, I believe around 30-something% of their shots in that first half was a three-point shot. And for the Atlanta Dream, around 60% of their shots in that first half were three-point shots. Now, to finish out this game, the Atlanta Dream end up shooting 68 field goals in this game. 68 field goals in this game. 40 of them were threes. That's 58% three-point baskets. And I talked about this at halftime. I'm going to say it again because to me, I think this is an epidemic that epidemic, maybe that's the wrong word, but it needs to get solved. It really does. Because here's the deal. The best player on this team for the Atlanta Dream is Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard usually is going to shoot around 50% of her shots, roughly, are three-point shots. Like last year, roughly 50% of her shots were three-point shots. Today's game, she attempted 12 shots. 2 of 12, by the way, so she's not very good for a player of Ryan Howard's stature. But of those 12 shots for Ryan Howard, 11 of them were from the three. 11. It's a problem. All right? It is an absolute problem. Okay? This is the Atlanta Dream's best player, and there were times in this game where I felt like last year's version of Ryan Howard would not have shot certain three-point shots that she took today. Like, I was like, man, I think last year if this was you would have drove to the basket. I'm just like, ugh. This is confusing. Like, what are you doing? I know Carl Semesko loves the three. I know he does. And his team shot so many threes. All right? When we look at the shots, again, guys, look at the team stats. So many threes, 40 threes, and you only made 30% of them. Right? You have to eventually start relying on what you got in the offseason, which is you got some new post players. And so there was way less of shots inside and way more of just three. Let it fly. Let it fly. If you have some daylight to see the rim, just shoot. Just shoot. That's what it felt like out there watching that game. 40 threes, guys. 58% of their shots were threes. And of those threes, they only made 30% of them. So that has to be figured out. So that aside, yes, Indiana did attempt a lot of threes. And yes, is 23 threes still a lot? Yeah, it's pretty high up there. But it's nowhere near as bad as 40. So I'm just saying, that has to get worked through. Anyway, let's talk to this game. Number one, the starters for Indiana were okay, right? We ended up seeing a change in the starting lineup. We saw Sophie Cunningham get the starting nod. However, Sophie Cunningham had to go out of the game. I forgot what half that was, if that was in the first half or the second half. But Sophie Cunningham was coming down. She was in the air, coming down. She ended up rolling her ankle on Ryan Howard's foot. She went out of the game, was on the bench for a little while, and I believe she went to the locker room, but she did not return back to this game. So I hope that Sophie Cunningham is okay. Again, it looks like a rolled ankle, so hopefully it's not too bad. Maybe she's out for a day or so, but we'll see. We'll find out an update from the Indiana Fever. But Sophie Cunningham did go out of the game due to injury. We also did see an injury scare with Alicia Gray as well. Alicia Gray went out. She went down, was like holding her knee, ended up hobbling all the way to the locker room. She took off her glasses, and when she takes off her goggles, it's something serious. Anyway, she went to the locker room, ultimately ended up coming back, was on the bench for a little bit, and then she came back in the game, and she seemed to be fine for the rest of the game. So we'll see in the post-game conversation, like, what was going on with her. She finished the game, or at least she didn't finish the game because the starters were out, especially in that fourth quarter. But she, for the most part, played the minutes that she was going to play for the rest of this game. And so we'll kind of see what happens with her. It seemed like she was fine though, Alicia Gray, but her shooting was bad. Overall, shooting was just atrocious, right? Ryan Howard was 2 of 12. Alicia Gray, 1 of 8. For the Atlanta Dream to be this close in this game, again, they only lose. They don't lose this game by much. They only lose by 5 points. And the fact that they only lose by 5 points, and your 2 best players combine for you combine for 3 of 20 from the field. Your 2 best players, that's what they combine for. And you only lose by 5, that's not bad. That's not bad. It's not bad, I'm just saying. Brittany Griner did not play very much. She barely played in this game. They're just resting her. From what I understand, no injury to worry about with Brittany Griner. She is just resting. All right. And Bree Jones, she was in that first half, she was actually pretty bad for Atlanta. And then in the second half, I thought we started to see Bree Jones make some moves. We started to see her play a whole lot better in that second half, so that was good to see. She ultimately finished the game with 11 points. Now let's go to the bench for the Atlanta Dream. Now, when we look at the bench, there's a lot of players who are fighting for a roster spot. Naz Hillman, I thought played pretty well. The player who I got to talk about, and I want to spend a little bit of time talking about, is Te-Hina Paopao. Te-Hina Paopao was excellent in this game. She just was. Like, the entire game, guys. Te-Hina Paopao, 5 of 6 from the field, 3 of 4 from the three-point line. She finished with 14 points in this game, and she looked good, guys. She looked good. She looked confident. It looked like Te-Hina Paopao was good to go. She was crazy confident. It looked like she was a vet out there. Like, it did not look like Te-Hina Paopao was just a rookie. She didn't play like a rookie. And the fact that she came in the game in that first quarter, again, as I said earlier, there's a good sign. It is a good sign when you see players play early in a game. borderline players play early in the game. It means that clearly the coaches have confidence in them. And it's not a guarantee that just because you play in the first quarter, it's not a guarantee that you will make the squad. But it's very clear that Tahina Paopao will make the squad. And not only will she make the squad, Tahina Paopao will be one of the first players off the bench for this team this entire year. You can book it. You can book it. And if there's any injuries, we may even see Tahina in the starting lineup because she was that good today. So yeah, yes, of course. Still, she is 100% making this roster, but what I am saying is it's more than just that. This is someone who will be a sixth man for the Atlanta Dream. She's going to be that guard that Carl Semesko is going to put in the game, and he's going to say, hey, girl, do your thing. What do you want to do? You want to shoot a three? Boom. We know you can do it. What you want to pass? We know you can do that. I loved it. I loved watching Tahina play in this game because she just looked confident. Paopao was super confident in this game. Super confident. And I guarantee you somewhere, it was Dawn Staley watching this game and was probably looking very proud of herself. Like, oh yeah. Yeah, Pao, you better do your thing, girl. So yeah, dog. Man, Tahina was absolutely amazing. CC says Paopao gonna get 20 minutes a game. She might. She's gonna get closer to that. I think she's gonna be around that 15, 17 minutes per game mark because she was great. Dog. So the best player on the court for the Atlanta Dream was not a starter. It was a bench player. It was Tahina Paopao. The best player on the court for the Atlanta Dream all throughout the game. All right, so 21 minutes for Tahina, 14 points. She was great. All right, other players who played a pretty good game for Atlanta, I would say Naz Hillman, Nia Coffey. She was missing a whole bunch of shots, but I think her spot is pretty solidified, kind of. Not totally, but yeah, she's good. But the question mark is, what about everybody else? Taylor Theory, Ashley Jones, Haley Jones, Cheyenne Sellers. Here's the thing, Cheyenne Sellers, unfortunately for her, I think we may be seeing a notification sometime soon that says Cheyenne Sellers is getting cut. Because yes, Cheyenne Sellers was drafted to the Golden State Valkyries late. We thought that she was going to be a first-round pick. She was not a first-round pick. She was picked up by the Golden State Valkyries, and the Golden State Valkyries ended up cutting her. And I said it at the time. I was very shocked by it. Supposedly it wasn't because of the knee. It was just because she just wasn't the right fit for the team. And I was like, what in the world? But I was like, you know what? We're going to see her be on another team. And, we're going to see her get picked up by somebody else, and we're going to see what she can do. Here's the thing, guys. She got picked up by another team, the Atlanta Dream, and we saw what she could do, and what she could do was atrocious, guys. Dog, I don't know what to tell you. She looked so bad. And here's the deal. I've watched a lot of Cheyenne Sellers play. I've watched a whole lot of her playing at Maryland. I've seen a lot from Cheyenne Sellers. But what I have not seen her play like she did today. She was bad. One, she didn't go in the game in the first half, so that's always a bad sign if you're not in the game in the first half. She comes in the second half, and it was I think it's the first time she touched the ball. She had a pretty good look for the three, and she just awkwardly had the ball, and it sounded like the crowd was like, shoot. She ended up passing it, but she just looked awkward, very, very awkward. She didn't really know what she was doing out there, and that's not normal. guys, I've been watching Cheyenne Sellers play. Mind you, this is the first time us seeing her play in the WNBA. But I've been watching her play at Maryland, and she's been really good. And supposedly, she said her knee is fine, and she was looking forward to proving to teams that her knee is fine. And that's what she was looking forward to doing with the Atlanta Dream. But maybe her knee is fine. Maybe she is fully healthy. Let's just say that's the case. She was bad today. Today was not an issue, in my opinion, of Cheyenne Sellers' knee. Or is Cheyenne Sellers healthy? To me, that wasn't the question. My question was, what in the world is Cheyenne Sellers doing? You don't look confident at all. She played 10 minutes in this game. She just looked awkward out there. She didn't really know the plays. Now, mind you, she did just join the team, and so that could be something. But she it seemed like she didn't know what was going on. She didn't totally know the plays. If her shot looked awkward, she just didn't look like she belonged, which is just weird. It's very, very weird. So I don't know. Nicole says, is it possible the Valkyrie situation shook her confidence? Possibly, yeah. Anything is possible. I don't think she's making the team, y'all. I don't. I don't. The way she played today, unless she's completely different in practice, I don't think she's not making this team. She's not making this team, guys. In my opinion, we'll see. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see an announcement pretty soon, because that was that was bad. That was bad. Sir says, I would put her on a stability routine. She needs core strength and balance. Yeah, she just, and it's sad. It's sad, really. Molly says, Sellers didn't look good. I know her injury is healed, but no. She didn't look good. She did, yes. Again, she is new to this team. Yes, that's understandable. So some of that confusion could, she was used to learning the Valkyrie plays, and then she got cut, and then she got signed with the Atlanta Dream. So yes, that is a thing. But even with her not knowing the plays, I'm surprised at how awkward she looked. I was surprised. Okay? Even with her not knowing the plays, because I think you could still look better out there, even if you don't know the plays. You just go out there and hoop. But she didn't feel comfortable. And I get it, new environment and whatnot, but hey, you are fighting for a roster spot. And so, I don't think she's making this team. I don't. We'll see. Ashley Jones was trying her best to try to make this right. I don't really think she even has a total chance, but we'll see. Haley Jones, there's a lot of question marks with this Atlanta Dream team. Where does Carl Semesko want to go? I think it's a lot of question marks. Anyway, that's the Atlanta Dream. That is the Atlanta Dream. Possibly. That could be a thing with Cheyenne. Could be a thing. All right, now let's go to the Indiana Fever. Let's go to the Indiana Fever. All right, so for the Indiana Fever, as I said earlier, DeWanna Bonner ended up coming off the bench, and she did not look good in this game. She didn't. She really didn't. She had a couple of plays where she looked pretty good, but overall, she didn't look great. She just had a bad game. I mean, it's DeWanna Bonner. She's fine. She's a great player. We all know how great of a player DeWanna Bonner is. Not a big deal about her not playing great. Bree Turner got a lot of minutes today. I think a lot of because Stephanie White really is trying to see what she can do. I think there's a slight battle between Bree Turner and Michaela Timpson. There's a battle there, and we'll see who wins out. we will see who wins out. She did defend well. She did. Yeah. DeWanna Bonner did defend well. She did. Yep. Amara says, did you hear Atlanta might have picked up Bree Hall? Here's the deal. I don't believe it until I see the Atlanta Dream make an announcement about it. So I think some of that is just people who want Bree Hall to be on the Atlanta Dream. I don't believe it until I see it. So yeah. Anyway. Let's continue on. Again, as I said, it's a big battle between Bree Turner, Michaela Timpson. Bree Turner didn't. I mean, she was okay. Like, you know, it depends on what you want. It really does depend on what Stephanie White wants in terms of like which one do you go for. I think that's a huge battle between Bree Turner and Timpson. We'll see. And then for Cindy Colson, yeah. She didn't play that great today. At all. But, you know, I think her spot is pretty secure. I think. Jaylen Brown was pretty good. I like Jaylen Brown. Remember, guys, there are two Jaylen Browns that both went to the same college. One plays in the NBA for doesn't he still play for the Boston Celtics, I think? And then one plays in the WNBA with the Indiana Fever. So we'll see what happens. Lexi Hull played fantastic in this game. The second half was truly Lexi's playground. Like, she was doing a little bit of everything. She was really getting that mid-range game. Now, here's the thing. Let's see do they have it? Yeah, they got the chart. Okay, I just want to show the chart for Lexi Hull because I loved her mid-range game today. Look at this. She did not make a three today at all. This is on this side, on this right-hand side, this is Lexi Hull's shot chart, and she did not make a three today. But look at this. Free throw mid-range jumper, 2 shots right inside the free throw line, and you got 2 other shots at the rim. I loved her versatility in this game, and most of those shots was made in the second half. I think, you know, with the lineup that the Indiana Fever had, it was really all about Lexi Hull, and she showed up and showed out. Now was she playing against the bench players for the Atlanta Dream? Yes, but we all know what Lexi Hull can do. We've seen it, right? And the fact that yes, last year we saw a lot of Lexi with the threes and all that stuff, but the thing I really liked was her ability to show off her mid-range game. Now, here's the thing. This year, I am going to love the mid-range game because there's going to be so many players that's going to focus on a three. Players who focus on that mid-range, that's who I'm rooting for. That's who I'm rooting for this year. Because, again, look at this, guys. On the right-hand side, in red, you see all of the three-point attempts by the Atlanta Dream. It's crazy. Okay? It's crazy. All right, look at this. These are the made field goals for the Atlanta Dream. You see all the three-point shots. Okay? Now you look at made and missed. Oh, so many three-point shots. It's crazy. Crazy. So many three-point shots. Okay. So yeah, too much reliance on that. We'll see what happens. The Fever still have a decision to make on what they want to do. The Atlanta Dream have several decisions they need to make. We'll ultimately see what happens from here. But yeah, good game. You know, I was thinking maybe Caitlin may get that double-double. She did not. But pretty good game, I would say. Again, I continue to like that back and forth connection between Caitlin and Aaliyah Boston. That pick and roll action is always just cool to see. And as the season goes on, we'll see that get better and better. But yeah, guys, that's that. You know, really good game overall. Well, not really. Rough game overall, to be honest with you. Was I entertained? Yes. Was this the greatest form of basketball? No, it wasn't. Because the Fever really should have dominated way more than they did. They played okay. In the regular season, like that's not gonna fly, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for rocking with me. The rise of the three is here. The rise of the three is here. And luckily for the Indiana Fever, they were able to make enough shots in the paint. 44 points in the paint compared to 22 for the Atlanta Dream. We'll see how 3-point shots continue on as the WNBA goes on. But it's a problem. I hope that teams don't just rely on the three, that they actually do more in the paint, facilitate that mid-range game. Like, there's so much more to the game of basketball than chucking up the three every single time down the court. So I'm just saying. Anyway, that's my thoughts there. What do y'all think? Let me know in the chat below. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me. Can I talk? And I will see y'all in a couple hours as we get ready to watch the Chicago Sky versus the Minnesota Lynx. All right, guys, I will see y'all in the next one. Until next time, guys. Bye.